This is KTVO's Good Morning Heartland.
And welcome back. Hunters can help feed hungry neighbors this fall and winter by donating some or all of their deer to the Share the Harvest program. To tell us more about the program and how you can get involved, we have Marcia Jones from the Missouri Department of Conservation. How are you doing today?
Good morning.
So first of all, explain to our viewers who aren't familiar, what is the Share the Harvest program?
The Share the Harvest program is it's a donation program started by hunters. It started in Columbia, Missouri about the late 1990s, and it developed as a statewide program. A hunter can go in and take their deer for processing, and they can donate an entire deer or they can donate a portion of it. And it allows local food pantries to fill their freezers with meat, which is the hardest product for them to come by to feed needy families because meat is the most expensive thing on our grocery items.
Yeah, and we were just talking right before we came out about how much meat is actually involved with it. So talk about that.
Well, you know, an average deer, depending on whether, I heard Scott complaining his was small last year, might be 65 pounds, but it might go up as much as 85, 90 pounds of ground burger. And that's 1 pound packages that go and then are distributed through the local community pantries.
And the nice thing about this is it's donated locally and it stays
That's
locally,
right. It stays locally. In Adair County, the Christian Community Food Depot is our distributor. They pick up the processed meat from Noonan's Meat Market there south at Millard, and then they also can donate to area shelters like the Salvation Army. Other people who might be interested can contact the Christian Community Food Depot that have another food bank as well. We share with other communities, Schuyler County, we work with them, we work with Knox County, we also work with Macon County. So we try as hard as we can to get that meat distributed to as many local community food depots as we can.
All right, now let's talk about the numbers from last year. How much did we collect from hunters last year?
In Adair County, we had almost 150 whole deer donated between the two processors that we had. Now this year it will only be Noonan's, but still we're looking at those numbers again. Statewide, we had over 300,000 pounds of meat donated, which our state leads the nation in this program. Most states have a program similar. Some of them are called Hunters for the Hungry, but it helps because hunters are just a tool that is so important to the management of wildlife. Depending whatever sport it is they're hunting in, we cannot manage deer without hunters.
Right.
But only families may only use one deer, so we need them to harvest more than one. So this gives them an opportunity to give back as well.
So let's quickly talk about how this is all made possible.
Okay. We have local sponsors in the state of Missouri, the Department of Conservation, the Conservation Federation, Bass Pro Shops, and Shelter Insurance are all been on board since the early 1990s. And then in 2009, Governor Nixon made available a grant through the Rural Development to fund this program as well. So he's probably our biggest fan of helping through that grant because that gives us a flatline $60 that goes into every processor for every deer. And then in some communities, the hunters are asked to donate an additional amount, and maybe the food pantry comes up with some as well.
All right, so really quickly, let our viewers know if they are interested, how can they get involved and help out?
They can take their deer to have it processed at Noonan's Meat Market. They can take it in the Deer and Pamphlet Guide. All the counties are listed here.
Which we'll link up to our website, but I'll go ahead and put this up while you talk about that.
Sure, they can go to any of those processors. Like I said, they can drop their deer off. It needs to be telechecked and legal and all that other stuff. But as soon as that's done, they can drop it off, and then they'll take it from there. It's real easy.
And you have pamphlets and everything available as well?
Sure. Whenever they pick up their deer tags, they buy their deer tags. These are available at all of our vendors.
Okay. Anything else you'd like to add?
We just, want people to be safe this deer season, but, consider doing this because it's a great program to help our local community.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Marcia. What we'll do is we'll post everything on our website. We'll link up the information that they need to know if they are interested in donating their harvest.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, and we'll be right back.